Here tonight to talk about a brand new, not brand new for them, but brand new for us, platform called MarketBot. It is brought to you by AI Marketing. And I'm really excited because this is something very new. It's barely here in the United States. It's built up some popularity over in Europe and in Asia. It's barely here in the United States. So I'm very excited to be able to present this. It's something different than any of the platforms that we're in. It uses AI technology, which, as you guys know, is something that I'm very excited about because I think it's taking over the world. But it's something not in trading, which I think is really interesting because obviously I love all the trading opportunities we're in, but this is something that is not in any way affected by or susceptible to the market or market changes, market volatility, or any of those things. And because it's not having nothing to do with trading, it works 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Because it's AI, there's no breaks, there's no vacations, there's no family members get sick, there's no any of those things. It works. If you're feeding it, it will work. So I'm very, very excited to be presenting to you tonight. Let me get the legal disclaimer out of the way. For those of you that I'm sure most of you have been here before, recognize most of the names, but my name is Josh Berman. I'm here from the Berman Investment Group. I am not a licensed financial planner, certified financial advisor, or any of those things. I am a successful entrepreneur and business owner for many years and a successful investor, and become a very successful investor recently in alternative investments. Specializing in passive investments, a lot of Forex, crypto, and e-commerce, and a lot of AI technology. And tonight, this new one actually combines some of those things together. It's the AI technology actually with e-commerce, which is why it has nothing to do with trading. So I'm going to get started. So please, the basics of investing: don't invest more than you can afford to lose. Please research, yourself. This is something that I have only been in for 1 month, but I have, which I will go through when I go through the information. My sponsor, my sponsor, and my sponsor. I've been in all of their back ends. My chain, as far as I've gone, has been in this since March of 2020. The company has been around since 2017. I'll show you all this information. Let me kind of back up. I'm just trying to finish my disclaimer. I'm sorry. So again, I'm not offering any financial advice or anything like that. I'm just sharing platforms, and this is a platform tonight that has been successful for me. I've only put a little bit of money in to start, but now that I have vetted it and tested it, I'm about to put in, a few $1,000s, and yeah, I'm just very excited about it. So again, please, only invest money that you can afford to lose. Check out all these opportunities yourself. Very, very, very big on diversification, which is another reason why I'm excited about this opportunity, because I love all the platforms I'm in, but here's something new and consistent and solid to be in. I've been testing it myself. I vetted it first, and then I've been testing it myself. There's a few other people who have tested it as well, a couple close friends of mine. And then because I was getting ready to launch it, I put it up on the website, which, if you're not familiar, is the BermanInvestmentGroup.com. So for any of you that actually went to the website, you would have already seen it before I announced it today, because it's been up for a couple of days. So a few people saw that and actually joined in the last couple of days. One of the things that's great about it in terms of not investing more than you can afford to lose, is minimum investment is only $10. Now, like anything else, you're making a percentage of what you're investing. So obviously, the more you invest, the more you're going to make. But you can actually start with $10 in this, which is amazing. I started with $100 just to test the system, and I'll show you. We'll go from there. So anyway, let me share my screen, and I'm going to start with a little video that is kind of a combination of two videos that I put together. That is only about 2 or 3 minutes. That'll give you a quick little brief explanation of what MarketBot does. And then I'll go into more detail and go into my back office. And then I actually got my sponsor to screen record his back office, which I've seen live, but just for the purpose of this call, to video record his back office in 2 different accounts of his to show someone who's been in this obviously much longer, than I've been in.
Meet Alex. Alex has $100 and he wants to invest it properly. If he puts his money in a bank, he will receive back $105 in a year at the...
It's actually probably $101 in a year, but I think they're being very generous. We'll continue.
Most. However, if he advertises with MarketBot, he can get up to $135 in a month. Looks like Alex wants to know the secret. Everything is very simple. Merchants pay cashback services a commission on sales. Cashback services share the revenue with those who attract new customers. And MarketBot constantly brings in new leads through massive advertising campaigns. Alex funded the MarketBot advertising budget with $100 and then got his share of the sales commission. Now his income is 35% per month, and he gets it each day. Are you interested? Just register with the MarketBot and choose a convenient payment method to top up your advertising balance. We continuously analyze trends in social media and search queries to select trending keywords that are gaining popularity in real time. Products that match trends are selected from a large number of catalogs. The marketing team orders region-specific advertisements through Google Ads, Yandex Direct, Facebook, Instagram, a variety of teaser and banner networks, and other social media platforms. Advertising campaigns and sales begin after a moderation period of up to 48 hours. The ads attract customers, and we receive information about every purchase from the cashback program operator through an API. You get 55% of the cashback amount, and 45% is retained by AI.marketing. We then finance the MarketBot Protect Fund out of our 45% share. It covers the customer payment in case the buyer chooses to return the purchase or requests a refund, and the cashback program operator has canceled the cashback. Funds compensated by the MarketBot Protect Fund are credited to the advertising account for the budget of your advertising campaign, rather than the cashback account. Here's an example. As the holiday season approaches, our analysis system determines that phrases like travel deals, cheap tickets, and vacation packages are trending. We select travel website cashback programs such as 1-2 Trip, Booking, Tez Tour, Emirates, and others, and then we launch massive advertising campaigns on the chosen products. After every successful sale, you will see the cashback amount due credited to the sales section in the waiting status. The cashback amount will be available after it has been confirmed that the customer has accepted the purchase. The funds are then credited to the cashback account and available for immediate withdrawal. The yield depends upon many factors, including the cost and effectiveness of advertising, the goods refund count, the rate of purchase confirmation, and other details. During full-scale testing, MarketBot has shown a 25 to 35% monthly yield of the advertising budget amount. Are you tired of seeing commercials everywhere? It's time to earn on ads with MarketBot. MarketBot, the technology of progress.
Hopefully that gave you a little bit of an idea as to what this thing does. So this is a completely, obviously there's a company behind it, but this MarketBot, and I'm pretty sure it's different MarketBots that are doing each part of the process, but is spidering, like how things spider the internet, all over social media and search queries to find the hot products that are being bought and where people are looking for. It finds the areas where they are buying or looking for the most of them, and then places strategic ads in those markets with merchants that give cash back for sales. So they have, I think, 20,000 merchants. We'll see when we go in there, that they work with all over the world. And each of them pays a different amount, a percentage amount of the sale. And they give you 55% of that amount. And as I mentioned in there, the 45%, part of that goes to them. That's where they make their money. And part of that goes into what they call the MarketBot Protect account. That's a very important thing, because that protects you from any loss of cashback that comes into your system. Meaning, when you see a sale happens today, it takes, depending on the merchant, somewhere between 3 days, and most of them are somewhere between 3 days and 45 days, although there's some of them that are like 50, 60 days, but very few. Most of them are between 15 and 30 days from what I've seen. It takes to get the actual money available from the cash back that is earned. But what the MarketBot Protect does is, once you see that sale and you've earned your cash back, that money is guaranteed. Even if the person cancels the order or returns the order, if either of those two things happen, the Market Protect account covers your cash back and pays you anyway. So it guarantees that when you see a sale, when you see money, even though it's pending, it guarantees that you're going to be paid for that cash back. And just the 55%, which is the whole amount that we earn, that's what they say does between 25 and 35% a month. What I saw, and I'll show you in a minute, was over 50% in the first month when I went into my guys' back offices. And again, I've been into my sponsor, and my sponsor, all their back offices. I made them click in different places all the way back to when they started to see their first deposits, how much they put in, like to really dig into the accounts. And that was all the vetting before I even, got involved in this. So the 55%. So anyway, they're seeing, usually they said 35 to 40, sometimes 45%, and sometimes 50% in a month. The company says 25 to 35% in a month. Any of those numbers is amazing, but from everything I've seen, it seems to be, higher. But I will tell you 25 to 35% because that's what the company puts out. What I love about the system is it's very, very simple from the user perspective. You put in money into an advertising budget, 48 hours later or less, the campaign is put together, the research is done, the campaign is put together, and the money goes to work for you. And you do nothing. Once you put the money in, you do nothing. And then you just watch and see, and pretty much every day you'll be getting and earning cash back. And one of the things I love about it is it's very transparent in terms of the sales. It's not like it's just at the end of the day, it says you've earned $6.45. Every single sale, and I'll show you this in my back office, you click on the sale, it shows you the merchant, it shows you how much the item was that was bought, the total sale, how much the cash back was, how much your 55% was, and the estimated amount of days that it will take till it's actually available in your account. Okay. It is only $10 to get started. There is no sign-up fee. There is no membership fee. There's no monthly fee. The company gets paid from part of that 45% that comes out. But again, the numbers that you will see in my back office is just our portion. That's not being divided. That's my profit. So this 25 to 50% that we're seeing on our money is just our portion of it. It's not like we have to then split that. So when you get started with $100 or more, they give you a gift certificate that you get when you sign up with my link for $50 that gets added to your advertising budget. So if you put in $100, your advertising budget will have $150. Now, when you start getting your cash back, you will have to pay that back, the $50. But keep in mind, because you're making 35 to 50% on your money, you're going to make 35 to 50% on that $50. So even though you have to give it back, you're going to make profit on that money that wasn't really yours. You can withdraw anytime you want to. And there is a flat $3 fee. So if you withdraw, I think you withdraw $10 is the minimum. If you withdraw $10, it's a $3 fee. If you withdraw $1,000, it's a $3 fee. If you withdraw $5,000, it's a $3 fee. So it's a flat $3 fee. And it goes to your account, your wallet, in less than 24 hours. They say it's about 12 hours. Okay. The only condition on the withdrawing whenever you want is related to the gift certificate. And you don't have to use the gift certificate. And if you don't use the gift certificate, then there's no condition on withdrawing. You can withdraw whenever you want. If you use the gift certificate, you have to wait until there's $150 in your available cash back balance. The reason why is you have to give $50 back for the gift certificate. And the first time you have to have $100 to withdraw if you want to withdraw when you've used the gift certificate. One condition. After that, you can withdraw whenever you want. So at any point when money becomes available in Cashback, you can, once you're past the gift certificate part of it and you've done that whole part of it, or you don't do the gift certificate, I'd highly recommend doing the gift certificate and just dealing with the 150. After you're past that part of it, anytime cash becomes available, even if it's $2, $3, $50, $20, $100, whenever it becomes available, because it just starts to come in every day in little amounts as they become available from the merchants. When that happens and that money is available, you can immediately withdraw it and you'll have it in less than 24 hours, or you can add it to your advertising balance. And in 48 hours, that will be added to your balance and that will be working for you as well. So I think that's really like the whole, I mean, because there's really nothing to do. The referral part of it, there is a referral part. You do get 5% of every person that you bring. And there is a matrix part of it that is more based upon people you bring in, if you're going to be building teams, and people you bring in, and the amount of money they bring in, and when your team reaches certain levels of amounts funded. But I'm not even going to go into that part tonight, because to be honest with you, I've barely even looked into it. This thing by itself has been so great that I'm really just focused on the main part of this. And then there's this other part of it for people who like to shop or who know people who like to shop, where you can actually get extra cash back for you guys as well. So anyway, without further ado, I'm going to jump in and then show you my back office and show you how I'm doing, and then poke through a bunch of places and show you some stuff. So hold on one second. All right, here we go. Okay. All right. Can everybody see my screen? Okay. So this is my current situation. Okay. So as I told you guys, I've been in just over 31 days. December 26th was my first sale, the first day that I made a sale. So I'm in 30 days, just over 30 days. We'll say 30 days, 31 days. I put $100 in. As you can see in my advertising budget, I have $150 because I put in $100 and they gave me the $50 gift certificate for my sponsor. I have made $237.86. Now remember, this budget is gone, right? Because you're spending money on advertising. Okay. So then you're putting in 150 and you're getting out right now 237.86. Let's do that math real quick. But we're not even done with the budget, and I'll show you what that means in a second. So 237.86 minus $150 is 87.86. So you divide that by 150. So that is 58.5%. Oh, shoot. Sorry. I don't know why I didn't just look there. So it's 58.5% that it's made on its money. And it hasn't even used the whole budget. I'll show you what I mean by that right here real quick. So you can see that out of the $150 budget, it's only used $144.38. So it's pretty close. It has about $5 left. But so it's time for me to add more money to this to keep this thing working, which I'm about to do. So, so it made 58% on the money. But for me this month, it'll actually even do more, because really I have to give back $50 of that. So that's going to be $187.86 after I give that back. And I did that on $100. So really, in terms of money I put in because of the gift certificate, and this is why I think the gift certificate is worth it, I'll make 87% of my money, $87 on my $100. Now that's not going to do 87. It's because we had that $50 gift certificate, but that's how that gift certificate benefits you. Okay, depending on how you want to look at it. It's really the 58%, but technically I made almost $88 on my $100. So that is 88% of my money. But that won't happen month to month, obviously, because the gift certificate's a one-time opportunity. And it's only $50. If you put in $1,000, you still get a $50 gift certificate. You don't get a $500 gift certificate or anything like that. Okay. So here's part of the transparency. These are just totals, so you can't click on them, but this is each day. As you can see, how many people are viewing the ads, how many visitors, how many sales we got, the total amount those purchases were worth, and how much cash back I've earned. And you can see most days it's just a few dollars. Some days $14, $13. Some days 41 cents. But this is every single day. And if you look, 18, 9, the 18th, the 19th, the 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, it doesn't skip a day. And that goes, and that continues. So let's jump over to my sales. So as you can see, this is every single day, and this is every single purchase. So on your iPhone, I'm used to clicking on it because I do everything on the phone. On the phone, you don't see all this information. It'll just show you like some of it, and then you click on it, and it'll open up open up below, and it'll show you all this information. So as you can see, this is my last purchase, my last sale rather. So this is from today, right? This is 21, so that's 9:04. So this is like 27 minutes ago. Okay, so 27 minutes ago, somebody bought something from Kiko for $8.50. There's a cashback rate of 10%. So my portion of it is 47 cents. The deduction is what the 45% that goes to the company / the market protect. And this is how long I have to wait approximately for that money. So in about 19 days, that money will be available. So it's pending. This was 2 hours before that. AliExpress, 238 cashback rate. There's the amount. As you can see, some of them are pretty small, 10 cents, 31 cents, 85 cents, but who cares? It all adds up. Some of them are a little bigger, $5, $7. And this goes, I think this has got to be in my way here. There we go. Sorry, I needed to move that out of the way. So as you can see, this is just page and every single one. I mean, look at some of these. Some of these you recognize. Some of these I've never heard of these brands because there are a lot of international ones. A bunch of these I've never even heard of. Obviously, Mac I know, Victoria's Secret, and it's just Lenovo. Look, we sold a computer, made $5. Obviously small percentage, but whatever. Ebooks, I mean, it's just, and it's page after page after page, and it shows you every single thing, what the sale amount was, what the cashback rate was, what we earned, what they earned, and approximately how long it'll be available. Let's go over here for a second. So this shows you the ad balance right here. Will show you what you've put in your ad balance before it transfers over to your ad budget. Your ad budget is what the bot is actually working and doing for you. Okay, so as you can see here, it says robot status at work. It means it's working. If I don't feed more money into this, when those last $5 or $6 that hasn't been used is done, it'll say, I can't remember, it's not working, but it won't be at work because it won't have any more money to work. I'll have made probably $245 or $50 and it'll be done. So this shows you, the status of your bot. This shows you your current advertising budget, how much you have in there. This shows any money that I put in there. So if I transfer over some of my cash back, I have $147.88 that's available. I am $2.12 away from being able to withdraw. I haven't withdrawn yet. Okay, just to be fully transparent. Because as I mentioned at the beginning of this, you need to return the $50 gift certificate, which I'm actually going to do with you guys on the call here. And then you need $100 to withdraw. So I am literally $2.12 shy. But money comes in all the time through these cashbacks. So it could happen during this call. It could happen right after the call. It will definitely happen by tomorrow. And as you can see, I have $157 pending. So the amount that's sitting in here, is the amounts that have already turned from pending to actual money that's available. So if the gift certificate conditions weren't in place, if I've already been in the system for a while, right now with this $147.88, I can feed the system right away, and then in 48 hours it'll be working for me again, or I can withdraw that money. And actually, after I do the gift certificate, if I want to put that $97.88 in there, back in the ads balance that will go into the ads budget, I can do that. But I have to wait till I have 100 to actually be able to withdraw it. And I'm going to do that just to withdraw it, just to test it on my own. Although I've seen many withdrawals, as I'll show you guys, in the back office of my sponsor and my sponsor. But I only have my sponsor as video today. So what else can I show you? So as you can see, so this is a combination of, so as you can see, I've earned $237.86. That's in cash back from the MarketBot. I've also earned a little bit of money, I'll show you that in a second, from the few people who have signed up underneath me. They're 5% of what they've put in. So those two totals equal these two amounts. This is what's currently available, right? This is what's pending. And this number will change. Like I said, change every few minutes sometimes. I went an hour before I went on the call, I was at $142 and something. And then it bumped up at $5 because one of these things came in. So the only, I would say, I don't even want to say negative, but the only, whatever you want to call it, thing about this is the little bit of the delay, but if you understand where your money's coming from, that merchants don't pay cash back to these companies the next day. And obviously the company's not going to pay you until they get their money. So when they get their money, they give you your money, and that's that. So for the first 30, 45 days, as you'll see, I've made over $300, but I can't even withdraw yet. Once I get past this first part, both because of this gift certificate and as the money starts coming in, even though all the sales that I see day to day will still be 15, 20, 30 days coming in behind, every day there's money coming in, so it won't really matter at that point. It's only really the first 30 or 40 days that it feels a little like, damn, where's that money? Because a lot of it sits in pending. Like 2 weeks ago, almost all of this was in pending. And now over the last couple of weeks, a bunch of it has started to move over. And over the next week or so, the rest of this will move over. And as soon as I hit this 150, I'm going to, I'm actually going to return the gift certificate with you guys in a couple minutes. And then once I hit the $100, I'm going to withdraw. And then just to show that as soon as it hits my account, I'm going to put a couple $1,000s in and then let that work and keep going from there. So that's really it. There's really nothing to do. It's really just checking. Once you feed the advertising budget with whatever you feed it with, you just check and see how you're doing each day. And you just check and see how you're doing each day. And then and that's really it. And then when money's available here, you want to do something with it, because when it's here, it's not doing it, it's not doing anything for you. So you either want to withdraw it if you want to withdraw, or you want to, feed the system. This is something that I want to take an opportunity now to address something that I've had conversations with some of my people in my group in terms of philosophy on investing. Okay. My philosophy on investing has changed a little bit in the last couple of months because of what's happened with certain companies that looked like solid companies, particularly one, but it's obviously happened in other places, things that I wasn't in, but I've heard about as well. And because of that, I think that obviously we vet these companies as best as possible. Obviously, smart contract, decentralized opportunities are amazing. But when you're dealing with any companies, even after vetting and all of that, my philosophy has changed a little bit, or maybe even a lot, to where I put in money, small amount, as you can see. I test the system. After I test the system, and I vet the system before I even test the system. And vetting the system means with my sponsor, I go into back offices, I do my research online, I do, all of that stuff before I even get involved. Then I start with a small amount of money. When I test the system and it's works, I put in more money, whatever I'm going to be putting into the system. And then when the money comes out, I now think the best move is to take some out and continue to feed some in. So that way you are getting some of your investment, out, getting yourself closer to the black, and then getting into the black, sooner. So that way, not that I expect anything to happen, but that way, if a few years down the road, or if the company doesn't exist anymore, then everybody should be well into profit and a ton of money. And if there's any money that's in the system, it'll be a little bit of profit, or that's in the system. So, so that's definitely something that I would recommend. Again, this is not particularly about this system. And actually, this is a good opportunity. I want to show you guys this. So this company is, so the program is called MarketBot. The company is called AI.marketing, but the company that really owns it, the real company behind it, is called Wexford Alliance Limited. Let me share my screen here. Okay. So this is not the one. There it is. Okay. So this Wexford Alliance Limited is a Hong Kong-based company. They incorporated, or whatever they call it in Hong Kong, incorporated, May 2nd, 2017. This is from the official government website of Hong Kong. I found this on numerous different websites. Here's one of them, but it wasn't whatever as well. As you can see, they're in business almost 4 years. MarketBot started in the beginning of 2020. If you go online and you search videos, you will find a bunch, mostly in other countries, going back to the beginning of 2020. I find February, March, May, June, July, etc. And all those people rave about the company. There's not a single bad video out there. And I've contacted a bunch of those people, and they're all still in the system and very, very happy and making a lot of money. So let's go back over here. So that's really it. You basically just put your money in an ad budget. You let the bot do its thing. You take the cash back that comes. You take out whatever earnings you want. You feed whatever you want back in, and that's it. You just continue like that. It's really that simple. A couple other neat aspects of it that I haven't even used yet, because all the percentages that we're talking about have nothing to do with referrals, nothing to do with a matrix, nothing to do with these other things, which I'm about to show you with cashback. Because this works with cashback, okay, from merchants, and this company has developed relationships with merchants. They have relationships with over 20,000 sites. That's how you make this money with the MarketBot. In addition to being able to let the MarketBot do your thing, that's the passive aspect. That's the only aspect that I've really done. But for those of you that are big shoppers out there, you should shop through here, because if you find the stores that you like and or the products that you're looking for, because you will get cash back on your own purchases. And you can send that link to other people, and when they shop, they will get cash back on other purchases. Now, this is a non-passive aspect of it, but it's a way to make extra money or save money on your purchases. And as you can see, there's tons of categories, and they have over 20,000 sites. I mean, I've seen Walmart, they have, Walmart, Target, they have clothing stores, jewelry stores, makeup stores. I mean, everything, clothing stores, everything you could possibly imagine, travel, tourism, IT, I mean, everything. So, it's another way that you can, make some extra cash back, and that would go into your totals. Again, I haven't done any of this yet, so none of my numbers reflect any of this, but another way to make some extra money. Oh, by the way, if you are not ready to get started with MarketBot, let's say you don't have $10 or you don't want to get started with it yet, you can sign up for an account and just do this part of it. And you don't even have to put any money in. And you can earn cash back just by doing this part of it with the shopping. Well, you obviously have $10 if you're shopping, but anyway. Also, if you shop at some of these places that they have relationships with offline, meaning you go into the store, into Walmart, McDonald's, KFC, Subway, you get your receipt, you upload your receipt, they will give you cash back on that set purchase after the fact. Now, I believe it probably has to be during the time frame that you've been a member. So, I don't think you can submit past receipts. But, if you join today, and then whatever, next week you go out and you buy Starbucks, you can submit that bill and you will get cash back on that Starbucks purchase. No extra charge, no extra fees, nothing, just a way to do it, the way to make extra money, get some cash back, and that will also go into your cash back balance. Okay, so there's really four main ways to earn cash back. It's through the MarketBot itself, which is the only, that's not true, which is the main one that I've used. It's through the referral, referring people, where you get 5% of their what money they put into the system, which I have done, obviously, a few people. And then you have these two other ways, both by shopping online and earning cash back, or by submitting receipts and earning cash back. It's pretty incredible. So if you go here to, again, I think we were in here before, but let's just show you again. So as you can see, like this is, so I've had 1,600 total views since I've been doing this on my ads. The ads have been placed on my behalf. I haven't done a thing. I have over 700 visitors and over 112 sales with only $150 advertising budget. So far, they spent most of it, and I've made over $237 already. So let's go into cashback. So this is where you'll see all of your cashback, what you've made, each day. I was like, how come I didn't make any money? That's tomorrow. It's just starting, I guess, wherever this company is, or Hong Kong. So I have two, I guess. These are activations. So I'm sorry, activations are people who have signed up. So I guess they've signed up but have not funded their accounts. So this includes both sales and this includes both sales of your I'm sorry, this is just this is right. I'm sorry, this is just the sales of the people below you. So this is when they put in money. When they put in money, you this is the 5% that you've earned on that money. And you can see, as you can see, I just have one person who started right after me, another person right after me, and then yesterday a few people who went to the site went and signed up. Okay, and as you can see, that's the total amount that they put in, and then there's a cashback that I've earned. Top up is how you fund your account. So for some reason, the credit card option works sometimes and doesn't work other times. So I tried using the credit card twice. It didn't work, so I used Bitcoin. It's $100. That's what I put in. Okay, so that's that. And I think that's pretty much it. When you withdraw, this is where you withdraw. You go to transfer. Oh, let's do that while I'm here. So as you can see, available cashback, I have $147.88. I have to return this $50 before I do anything with this money. Okay, so let's just give it back now. There we go. There we go. And now when I have $100 in this account, thing is a little weird. There we go. Now when I have $100 in this account, I can withdraw that amount, or I can put it back into the thing. Well, I can put it back into the thing now. If I want to withdraw, I can withdraw that amount. All right. I think that's it for now. What I want to do is I want to go into this video of my sponsor where he shows his back office. So the first, he's going into two accounts. He thought that would benefit him by putting one of his accounts under his own accounts. That's why he has multiple accounts. I think he has even more than that. He told me that there's no value to it and that he wishes he put everything in the same one because the more money you have, it just does better that way. So the first one is an account that he put in, and you'll see this in the thing because he goes to it, and I'll talk during it. He put in $200 to start, and then he put in about $2,000 or $2,500. I think he has $2,800 in total. You'll see that there is over $5,000 in the $6,000 in the budget and over $5,000 in cash back, and he's withdrawn much more than he put in. He's withdrawn, I think, about $3,000 or $4,000. I haven't seen the total, but $3,000 or $4,000 it looks like. I can add it up at another time, and still has $6,000 working for him. And that was an account from July that he did $2,800. The second account, he only put a few $100s in, but he built a very big team that he brought in behind him. And that account you'll see is doing very well too. And he put in only a couple $100 and then brought in team members. And then every time, he earned money from that, he just fed the balance. He hasn't withdrawn at all because he figured he has none of his own real money in there except a couple $100s in there. As you can see, this current account, I asked him to do this for me last night. I've been in his account you know, poking around him. Like, as I said, his sponsor and his sponsor. That's how high up I went. He's been in since July. He's about to show you that right now. He's going to his top up history. And as you can see here on July 13th, he put in his first $200. Okay, he had the same problem. There's something with the US credit cards. You don't need a VPN, but for some reason, US credit cards sometimes work and sometimes don't. So as you can see, he tried, you know, to put in more money, wasn't able to. And then up here, he put in 2,000 and he said another $500, he believes. So he thinks it's about $2,800. So he's just showing what he's put in. And then everything else that he's put into this has been money that he's withdrawn, or excuse me, money that he's earned from Cashback. So as you can see, there's the other $200. Oh, he got it in US dollars. There it is. And then this Bitcoin is the extra $500-$600 to get him to the $2,800. That's what he's showing you right here. As you can see in this account. Oh, so I'm sorry, I was wrong about the advertising budget. So the advertising budget is $3,000. Okay, because he put in $2,800 and he's fed it very little and withdrawn most of it, because if you only put in 28 and there's 3,000 in there, so there's only an extra couple $100 in there. It spent most of it, $2,800, and he's already made $5,100 on that money in cash back. That's incredible. And as I'll show you in a second, you'll see that he has more than his money already out of this, and he still has $5,000 right now in it. And then at this point, once this becomes available, and some of it already is, he can withdraw it, he can keep feeding it, or whatever he wants. And look at his profit right now. He said that he seems to feel that the higher the budgets get, the higher the percentage actually gets, because they're able to do better marketing or better ads or whatever. So there you're showing you the cash back, right? And there you're seeing like each day's cash back. I mean, obviously look at the difference in his cash back versus my cash back. You know, he's earning on some days, he's earning, oh no, I'm sorry, that's the amount. You know, some days he's earning, you know, $95, $93, $60, $88. I mean, these are, you know, in single days. Oh, he just put another, this is when he put another $200 in. Oh, okay. So what he said this was is, so what he's explaining here is, when I was telling you about the MarketBot Protect, he had a situation with a couple big sales in July that had that very, or not in July, earlier, a month or so ago, that had an issue with a return or not accepted purchase or whatever the situation was. And because of that, he got back $212 from Market Protect. And then that just went into his account. And then he took that and fed his, you know, fed this account another $200. Okay, we've already seen that. All right. Oh, so here's the withdrawal page. So as you can see, he's starting back in September, right? He started in July. He said for a while he didn't, you know, withdraw. He was just, you know, feeding it, you know, feeding it back in. And now you can see he took out $50. He took out $103, $300, $529, $207, $265, $803, $1,200, $1,000 something. So clearly he has, let's see here real quick. 1,300, 2,500, 3,300, 4,000, 5,000. Oh, so well over $5,000. So he's already withdrawn well over $5,000, and on a $2,800 investment, and has $55,000 that is working for him. Now he's going into this other account. Okay, so this is an ad budget that's just, you know, that's going as well. Here's $7,700 in the ad budget. They've only spent about $4,500 of that, so they spent about half of it. It's already made $8,100 in cash back. I have no idea why this says 5%. That's not correct. So obviously, oh, I know why it says 5%. They do the profit on the total budget. So even though it's only spent $4,500, they base it on this budget. So with a $7,700 budget, because that's what he put into it, I mean, a lot of that is referral money, but because that's what he put into it, this is the cash back. This is only 5% on this. But as you can see, it's only spent 4,500. So it's done almost 100% on the money. I mean, no, about 80% on the money. So that's pretty incredible. So there's that. What else you want to show us, man? Oh, so here's his initial showing again, beginning of July. That's when he made his initial deposit. These are just a couple $100, and that was it. Everything else, as you can see, is cash back. And then he did a little bit of Bitcoin here, and then the rest you can see is just cash back. So as he gets cash back, there's $101, $18, $65. As the money came in, he just transferred it back into the thing and let it keep working for him. And as you can see, look, so you can see he's at the beginning, he's in that where I said I was a couple of weeks ago, where I started to see some money coming in, but it wasn't really coming in. As you can see, he has over $5,000 available. I mean, $5,000 in cash back already, but he only has $26 available in cash back because some of it he's already withdrawn and the rest of it is still pending. We have $5,300. So over the next couple of weeks, because he's at the beginning of another cycle, so over the next couple of weeks, you'll see this money will get less. Actually, probably won't get less, but money from this will go here, but this will continue to grow because of his advertising budget. So this will probably not go down. It's just, but this is going to go up. So money from here is going to go here, and then more money is going to go into here to replenish this pending. Right, so here's the same place again, where we're at. Right, you can see 7,700, advertising budget 8,100, and they've only spent $4,500 already. Yeah, so here, look at how this account's doing here. So because this has so much more money in it, look at what he's making every single day. The $200 almost every day, except for this one low day, which is right under $200. Oh, okay. So he's showing right now how you can take your cash back and then just instantly put in the ad balance. So he apparently already did that like a day ago because this only sits there for no more than 48 hours. So he apparently, before he did this video, had already transferred over $1,289. And now right now he's going to transfer over $26 and you'll see it'll go into this ad balance. And again, I asked him to do all of this last night and this was done last night. So you can see using cash back. Obviously we saw a second ago, it has some sort of error first. Can you say no? There you go. That's why, because it actually went through. And there, as you can see, it went up to the $1,350, and now he only has 95 available. And now you can see in here, this will end up here in the next 48 hours. That money will end up in the advertising budget, and then it'll just keep continuing to go for you. Once you test the system and you feel comfortable, this is the best way to do it, is to continue to roll over the money. Take some of the money out, and then continue to roll over the money. I think that's really it. I don't know that we really... Okay, so this is just showing some of the... So this is the other back office. There are two websites. The other back office deals with the referral and you use the same, the referral and team part of it. You use this exact same login for both sites, but this is the other site. And as you can see, like this is his level right here. So you can see he's on a track right now to do his team to do $131,000 in sales, and he's at 128,000. The next, when he hits that, there are certain levels where you're sharing in a huge percentage of the profit share, 10%. And then it goes up from there and you get bonuses and all kinds of stuff. I don't really even want to go into that because I feel like that's something for a later, time, but there are some significant extra bonuses if you are going to build a team around this, that we can, again, go over another time. And here this shows too, as you move up, this is the percentage that you get of shares. So it could really start to bring in some extra money, as you saw in that second account that he barely put any money into. and is making a nice amount of money because he built a really nice team who's all making money, obviously. More proof of concept. So here's the next bonus that he's going for, right? So he has 131,072. He's 113,800. He will get a $5,000 bonus when he hits that thing. A $5,000 bonus. And here's his team. And you can see as each person makes money, he's getting whatever percentage based upon the level from that person. As you can see, my guys have built a really big, strong team. So this is how easy it is to sign up. If you haven't been there yet, this is my website, thebermaninvestmentgroup.com. Check it out. You'll see all kinds of stuff under investments. You'll see the different opportunities. There's MarketBot. Okay. You'll see there's news, media under here. There's lots of great tools for you to convert currency, to watch trading, all that kind of stuff. So if